Yes.
Hey everybody, I'm going to start a new character here that I've wanted to do for a while. We're going to do the Deprived, the guy who starts out with diddly. But what I like is he starts out with 10 in almost every category, which compared to everybody else, see, like a Tombman, he'll start with, some of them start with 5 and 6 and just really, but some of them start with a lot higher. But anyway, as a Deprived, we start with 10, which really gives us the opportunity to mold this guy into anything we want. I started this character yesterday and ran him through, and actually I was really pleasantly surprised at how well he worked, how strong he was, and how easy it was to try to change into whoever and whatever I wanted. Now, see, I always use a little bit of pyromancy in mine, in my guys. I like that that little range thing. It gives you just that little edge. Sometimes makes some of the fights a lot easier. But anyway, we're going to start with this guy. Now, I actually just started this a different Deprived about 20 minutes ago, and I went through and tried to kill the crystal lizard, that first crystal lizard there, and I died. Well, as soon as you die and come back at the start and you haven't hit a bonfire yet, I'll show you here. Right here, this tree right here, if you die before you reach the first bonfire and come back and stand right there, it will say start the next journey. I had never seen that before, but what it does is it automatically activates the Champions Pact. In other words, you get for killing one of these guys here, I think, let's see, I think it's only like 60 or 70. You get 500 souls for killing, but it takes right now I think it takes like two swings to kill this guy. Let's check it out here. Yeah, see, two swings and he's dead. But when you do that, starting the new journey, it takes 4 hits to kill him. Plus, this right here is not an ember. This is a soul item that's like, I think it's like 8,000 or 9,000 souls. But each one of these guys also gives you, see, that gave us 100 souls for killing him. But if you do it the other way around, it gives you 500 souls. And I'm telling you, these guys are, when they hit you, they take over a third of your HP. And for just starting out and not having much HP, that kind of sucks. So I had to start the game all over because even when I got to the first boss down there, he was almost as tough as that boss when you get to the Untended Graves farther on down. I mean, he's just really, really almost too hard to beat. But like I said, these guys here took 4 hits apiece to kill. And when I went to kill the crystal lizard, shit, I was only getting like 80 points of damage to him, and I think he's like 3,000. So anyway, we're gonna I'm just going to ignore that, and we're just gonna run straight through. And this is gonna be a walkthrough of sorts, I guess. I'm not gonna try to pick up everything because there's some things that I'm not going to use and then I never use, and they're just kind of a waste of time as far as I'm concerned, unless I want to sell it. But I'm basically, what I want to do is develop this character up to have some strength, some dex, and be able to use multiple types of weapons, but still be pretty formidable for each boss that he comes up against, or each mini boss, whichever. And I think this guy is really going to be, because I think I played, let's see, the other character I had like this, I think I played him through to Fair Keep. I had killed 2 bosses. I think I killed Crystal Sage, and I think I upgraded to the Bastard Sword. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes and see what pops, because the AI on this mod really, because this is 1.63. This is one of the older ones. I kind of like it because it seems to be the most stable of all the mods so far. I haven't found any glitches in this one. Whereas in 1.64 and some of the ones after that, I've noticed there are items that don't have a name or a description, or it just takes you to weird places, or things are not there. It's just kind of really bizarre. But I like this version. This is what I think the original Dark Souls 3 should have been. This is just my opinion, but I love this version of the mod. What I do want to do though is I want to get another copy of the game to put on here and try one of the other mods, because I know 1.74 just came out and it does look pretty cool, but it looks a lot more difficult. The difficulty level seems to be a little bit higher even when you're playing in a normal mode. But yeah, this guy is not too bad. He only starts out with I think that club is 126 attack power. So he's not too overly powerful, but the shield is about worthless. It's only 65 on physical and 40 on everything else. 50 on stability, so it's basically just a piece of wood. It doesn't work. It keeps you from getting smashed, especially since you have no armor. That's the only thing I don't like. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. What I don't like, but is part of the character, is that he has no armor at all. So, to me, this character actually, you have to use more skills and abilities. Son of a bitch. Yeah, and when that guy hit me like that one time on the last character, one hit killed me. He just took all of it, just killed me outright, just demolished me. Oh no. I might die. Yes, I may. Another Estus in here real quick. Wow, I don't believe it. I stunned him. Oh man, I don't need one more hit. Don't die, man. Yeah, there we go. I see, that was a lot easier. That Champions Pack is really good. It gives you a shit ton full of souls. Plus you get extra stamina and all that kind of stuff, but it makes the bad guys just so much tougher, especially when you're at this point when you have no armor and a club. If I had started one of the other characters that has a good sword or and a little bit of armor or something, probably would be a little bit better. I might have to try that. I may have to do a video of that, of doing that, coming back and starting as a Champions Pack, because that's something I've never done in any of my videos. I've never played with the Champions Pack through the game. I think Fighting Cowboy did on one of his, and it really is, it adds a lot more intensity to the game, because besides the bad guys being tougher, there are more bad guys, and bad guys that pop up from that should be farther along in the game start off earlier. I mean, it's just a lot more intense playthrough. But there are, most of the time there are things that I go through and I pick up every time, like that right there. And there's a homeward bone down here. It's nice to have a good start of homeward bones. Because early in the game, when I start collecting things, I'll get to a certain place and I've collected everything, and I don't want to have to run all the way back to the bonfire, so I just homeward bone. And luckily, with this version, with this mod, you can forge and actually make a lot of the things you need later on. Okay, let's see here. See if this new shield is going to make a little difference. Oh yeah, a little bit extra weight, but see, right now our weight ratio is 18%. As long as we keep that below 70, we're good, and that won't be a problem. That won't be a problem at all. Because a lot of your characters actually start out with 10 in the vitality, which is what determines your weight ratio and your load capacity. But yeah, he's not doing too bad. I'm actually kind of happy with. It's a lot easier this time around than it was that Champions Pack. Man, I went through that thing like 3 different times, and it was. Before I got to the first bonfire, I already had 5,000 souls just from killing those guys. That's how many extra souls you get. But I just couldn't handle it. That's not what I want to do. When I'm doing any kind of walkthrough or playthrough like this, I like to be able to at least enjoy it in normal mode. Unless I'm going to do, because I actually think I'm going to start to do some of the ones in the Champions Pack that give you a little bit more challenge, because I've been playing this game enough. I mean, it's almost 2,000 hours between the base game and this mod. Feeling pretty confident most of the time when I play. I know where all the guys are, all the bad guys are, where they're going to surprise you, where you need to be, where most of the loot is, and all that. There are still some surprises. The artificial intelligence in this game sometimes still will randomly change some of the things. Let's join our first covenant here. And that way, let's see, we need to talk to him, get his storyline started.
Ah, well, you're not good.
Pick up the gesture. But the covenants really are pretty important as far as actually being part of the game. Let's see what we got for this guy here. I forget what he is. Oh, and stamina drain. Well, they're a good one to start with. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay. And let's see. We want to light the bonfire. And since we started, I always start this game off with the master key, because that way I don't have to. I can go straight to the tower and pick up the Titanite shard, and I think there's 3 Titanite shards, and the Firekeeper's mask, which does the same thing as the covers of Silver Serpent Ring. It gives you more souls every time you kill something. But get all that stuff out of the way, and then I can really start doing something. Let's see, let's sacrifice anything yet. Yeah, because see, there's a couple now. See, not yet. There's a couple of places we're going to go. We're going to commune to, which basically we're just going to warp to a couple of places early in the game here and pick up some big soul items. One of them is a 10,000 soul item, which is really nice to start off with that this early in the game. It kind of helps get you level up going. Man, this thing is really lagging pretty bad today. It's Monday too. Huh. Usually doesn't start lagging really bad until Wednesdays. That's when my internet service out here really gets busy. People start getting on. Okay. There we go. So we'll get that Firekeeper's soul, Firekeeper's mask, and Titanite shards, and we'll make our first communal visit to the Untended Graves. Pick up a couple of things there. We won't go through and kill anything because we are not strong enough, not even close to being strong enough to kill anything there yet. Especially with no armor. I mean, granted, he's pretty buff, but that doesn't protect you against swords and clubs and all that kind of crap. Okay. Let's go get our mask. Alright. Let's put that on. I pretty much wear it through the whole... What? Oh, that was the ring. I pretty much wear this through the entire game. Because it gives you... Let's see, how many extra souls does it give you? What percentage? Let's see here. Yeah, boosts soul absorption by 25%. So it gives you 25% more souls. And most of the time that's what I'm after anyway, so I can keep leveling up and reinforcing the weapons and all that crap. So the more souls you have, the better it is. And then, what else? There's something else I pick up that helps with this. Oh yeah, the Shield of Want. Once we go down through Smoldering Lake, you pick up the Shield of Want, which I think boosts your soul absorption by 25% also. So let's go get the transposing kiln so we can give that to the guy in the Firelink. The one that transposes all your soul, your boss souls. Ooh, that was close. Just about missed that. Don't want to fall all the way down through there, that's for damn sure. And there's our transposing kiln. I kind of like having it here at the beginning of the game, whereas in the base game you have to wait until you kill the cursed great wood or great cursed wood or whatever it is. So let's go open the gate, just in case you want to come back up here and commune later on. We won't be fighting the Sword Master yet, but he'll get his. I like to get the first Pyromancy glove and the first fireball spell before I fight him. There's our commune. Here's where we're going to go pick up our first 10,000 soul item. This kind of takes us a little out of the way, but we come right back. You start back at the Firelink Shrine bonfire, but this is nice to have. This gives you an extra 10,000 souls to start the game with, pretty much. At least on your first level up, because I like to go through and collect as many souls and everything I can before I do my first level up to really just kind of put a big boost on all my stats. Or the weapon or whatever I'm going to do with it, just depends. Okay. Yeah, let's go pick up, I think it's a Titanite chunk down there. Let's pick up our first chunky. Yeah. Won't be needing that for a while, but it's nice to have to start with. I almost wish that was a Titanite slab, because the Titanite slabs are actually a little bit more rare in this game. Okay, yeah, time to go back because there's some bad guys that we can't kill down there. And up there, that little light glow, that's the Ashen Estus ring. But really don't need that. Or at least I don't. Just helps your Estus refill faster, kind of like the oh, what do we do here? Okay, we want to travel. Yeah, it just kind of helps that fill up a little bit faster. Okay. We're going to take our second trip through the tower now to come back and pick up... plus there's a small crystal lizard up here we need to kill. Who starts out... And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go... that one of the reasons I'm getting all these extra souls to begin with is... Since he does not have a weapon except that club... And the club is not bad. I'm going to probably buy a weapon. That's what I did with the last character. Because the blacksmith, Andre, sells weapons right off the bat. So you could pick up, it doesn't sell really exotic ones, but it sells you a whole slew of basic swords and staffs and bows and all that kind of stuff. And that's where I think I started out with a long sword, I think, or was it the bastard sword? And it was actually pretty good. because it was light. It was only like 2.5 pounds. Plus, it had quite a bit of a punch to it. So it was pretty good. Once I started reinforcing it and I infused it, it was pretty deadly, pretty fast. I was pretty pleasantly surprised with it. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Hit the wrong button. Fuck. I have to go ring around the rosy again here. Okay. That was about stupid. Wasn't paying attention. Go figure. Well, I get a little bit buzzed and start talking too much. I forget which button to push sometimes. There we go. That's the right one. And see, right up over here is one of the little baby crystal lizards. We'll come around and get him, but I want to get this homeward bone first. We'll get the homeward bone here and head on down. Because there's a couple things to pick up around here before we go inside and pick up our Estus shard and Estus ring and the whole bunch of little goodies to start the game with. There we go. That's a nice little thing to have. You can use this or sell it for 1,000. Censoring palm. That's pretty good. There's another commune point right there. It takes you to, I think it takes you to Archdragon Peak. Oh, I heard our buddy. Don't want to jump down there. Yeah, he's ready for us. If I already had the Pyromancy Flame and Fireball, we could just burn his ass up right there, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go around here and get the, go around here and get the little crystal, baby crystal lizard. I think it gives you a twinkling titanite. Yeah. Okay, let's head on back around. Head in and get our goodies inside the tower and then go down and kill the sword master. Because we're going to use the master's attire. He drops that. That'll give us a little bit of protection on the clothing side. And plus we'll pick up the Uchi-Katana. I don't know where I'll use that or not. I had a character. I tried the samurai character on here. And he's pretty good. He has some good armor. But he starts with the Uchi-Katana, and it really... I mean, it was good. It was nice because it has the bleed on it. But I just really was not impressed at as much. They really didn't level up that much when you reinforced it. There's just something lacking in it. And since the broadsword, that's what I was using on these. But this other Deprived here, we'll use the broadsword. It only weighs like 2.5 pounds. It's one of the lightest swords in the game that actually does some good damage and can be reinforced and infused to. I think I had it up to like 320. I think 325 or 330 or something like that, and I hadn't even gotten to the Undead Settlement yet. So we'll go pick up our Estus shard down here. That'll give us a little bit of a boost when we start getting into the real world of the game. Alright. Three Titanite shards. I really got to get another graphics card. I don't know if you noticed, but every time that the scene turns into a whole bunch of detailed background and scenery, the graphics card just slows down to diddly shit. Okay, let's go back and turn in our Estus shard. I don't think we need to talk to her yet. There's nobody downstairs yet. So we'll cash in our Estus shard, learn a gesture. pick up the 2 books back there, and then we'll be on our way. We'll check out his assortment of weapons here and see what we want to start with.
Pretty be careful.
Okay, first off, let's see. Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Well, that is what.
Let's see what you got for sale, big boy. Let's see here. Alright. I think a broadsword, that starts you out with 155. But we still need 4 in strength. Well, we'll be able to get that with all of our souls we got to level up, so I'm not really worried about that. Or we can start with that, which I really, we need 12 and 12. 2 and 2 is 4. And there we're going to need 4 either way. I don't think we might can see the broadsword's only 2.5 pounds the weight, where everything else is 5.5, 3. The bastard sword's 8, but he takes 16. He would start out with 168 attack power. So that means we had to put 6 into strength. Let's do that. Let's buy the bastard sword. We'll start out with that one. That gives us quite a bit of kick.
Pretty be careful.
Let's go around and pick these 2 little things up here. It tells you what all the different things do to your upgrades and your infusions. Okay, now let's go buy. Actually, what we need to do too first is oh no, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to go up here and give him the transposing kiln, and then we'll pick up the little things he's got up there.
Oh, that. Oh, see, natural in thy. Now.
A couple more books in a ring. Now let's go buy our Pyromancy Flame and the Fireball spell. She sells that right off the bat. And this should only take 2,000 of our souls. Yeah. And it just so happens that you need a minimum of 10 in attunement and to be able to use that. We just so happens that we have that. Because some of the other characters don't start you out with like 5 in attunement, and so you have to put quite a few into it to start using it, but not here. See, we'll just go ahead and light this baby up, and let's cash in some of our souls so we can use that sword. Because that'll give him almost 50 more in attack power than what we're using right now. See, there's 10,000, 12,000 souls right there. So, plus, no, we don't need those. But let's go ahead and use them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. Okay, now let's go ahead and level up. And what did we need? Wait a minute, what did we need? 16 in strength, is that what we needed? Yeah, 16 strength. Alright, let's level our strength up just enough to get it to where we can use it. And still 1 into vigor, 1 into endurance. That. Let's throw another one, a couple into dex, because we need to get that up. So one more into there. That'll help with pyromancy. Okay. Oh, hit the wrong button again. Alright, now let's go ahead and equip our weapon. Now let's see what our power is here. Two-handed. 152 already. That's cool. I can handle that. What is a one-handed? 140. That's still good. Wait a minute. Is this a great sword? No. Don't tell me it is. Oh, it is. We're already using a great sword. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see how those moves are. I get 5 swings. Alright. Now, what kind of moves do you have two-handed? Let's see here. That's what I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty good. We can get... Okay, let's go out and beat the Swordmaster's ass. We got our extra Essence Flask already, so we got 4 of those. But I do believe we'll keep... Plus there's a couple of other things to pick up here. We got a... I think there's another Homeward Bone, another Ember. Besides the stuff we're going to get from the Swordmaster and the Souls. Souls should give us enough for another 1 or 2 on the level up thing here, I think. So let's go take care of these guys. I forgot that was a great sword. Ooh, not really used to a great sword this early in the game, having to take it. I'm used to having something that really swings fast. This I might have to get a few souls, maybe go buy that that other sword just to start with. Have this for like a backup. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We could make this infuse this with dark, and then infuse the other one with fire, and have 2 really good infused weapons fairly early in the game. Because I do like to have multiple types of infused weapons all ready to go from the different... Because some of the different bosses, some of the different bad guys are weaker to lightning, some are weak to dark, some of them are weak to fire, blah, blah, blah. You know, that kind of stuff. So, I like to be prepared. Being a Boy Scout really paid off. Okay, let's go take care of this dude. He's already dead? What the hell? Oh, okay. Alright, well let's go ahead and change clothes right now. Or put them on, we didn't have them before. Okay. How we looking here, dude? Hey, looking a little better. Didn't get his... Oh, must have got his points when he died, because I don't... Wow. What a drag. Oh, wait a minute, I've got 1,200, I only have 11. So, yeah, so I must... Wow. Wonder how he died. Must have jumped off the edge. Let's go ahead and pick this up. I think this is the same shield we started with. Yep. Okay. Let's go down here and cash everything in, just get everything all caught up to date, and then we're going to end this episode here. And then next when we come back, we'll head to the first Lothric Castle area and go through there and see how this guy does. He's doing pretty good. Oh, wait a minute, we got to give her...
Welcome to the
her Firekeeper soul. Yeah, we're not going to do that Champions pack, because that's...
Ashen one, this month that she...
That'll be for another video.
Forgive me, Smith. Farewell,
Okay.
Ashen.
Okay, let's make sure we're all leveled up. And let's see if there's anything we can sell here real quick. And we got one of those. We can do that. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, well, there's that. We could even use it. He starts out at 130, but this is... See, it's 5 pounds. Man, I'll go ahead and sell the club because I'm not going to do that. Let's see. I still don't think we've got enough to level up. Nope. So, anyway, that's a good start on the Deprived, but I think we're going to call this one good. So, next time we're going to make our way through Lothar Castle and hopefully pick up some kind of armor or something. I don't remember. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go down there and buy another sword just to be on the safe side. So we'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see y'all later.